Good morning. It's a little bit overcast. It's a Sunday and I am at Hethersett in Norfolk on the Sunbeams charity dig. Amazing, eh? Morning folks, it's a Sunday, a little bit overcast. I am at Hethersett in Norfolk on the Norfolk Button Boys charity dig in aid of Sunbeams. Still fairly early, about 8:15, and I'll just have you come with me so you can see what the setup is and who's there. So this is the car parking area there. I think there's about 100 people booked in. There's roughly about 80 cars here, I suppose. Marshall's doing a cracking job there. Right, had a little bit of a grinding noise that was coming from that direction over there, sharpening spades. So anyhow, I'll just walk you through. There's lovely ponds and lakes and things about here. There's a moated island as well on a couple of woods. Hi.
Don't pick up grandma. Don't give up grandma.
So here we go, there's Regton around the corner, and some other tray stands and also Sunbeams. But drink it all in, people. Drink it in, look at it. Absolutely gorgeous. Anyhow, if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. Hit the bell and tick off all notifications, and hopefully when we've had a coffee and a bacon roll, we can get stuck into some digging. There's a nice wood I'm going to go into, but don't tell anybody else. There you go, look at that. Apparently over there used to be those old buildings, according to the owner. So here we go. The only thing I can foresee being an issue with is the ground. It's a bit stony, so it might be an issue of getting your spade in the ground, but we'll see. We're all gathering here at the moment. Snip over to Regton's. See what's going on. There you go. Marcus is still setting it up, look. I mean, he's got one job. Okay. Hi. So there we go. Hopefully good things. And yeah. So just drink it in. Just drink it in. Really gorgeous, gorgeous place. I'm now off to the woods. See what we can find, but yeah, just drink it in. What a place. You got Regton down there. It's a little picnic area down there, which should be good. But yeah, there's like moated islands. Really good. Anywho, I'm off to the woods. Come with us, see what we can find. So I've come out into the woods because, well, there's nobody else here. With me today is the XP-2, which I'm running on program 4 fast. I've lowered the reactivity a bit and upped the sensitivity, and that's with a standard 11-inch coil on. I just found a coin. To be fair, I thought that's play money. That's play money. You probably ain't gonna see the detail. It was a George ship's halfpenny, 1945, but it's very, very light. So whether 45 they were, you know, making things a bit more cheaply, shall we say. There you go, 1945 ship's halfpenny. So that's first coin of the day. Go in the woods, they say. It'll be fun in the woods. Shotgun cartridges, shotgun cartridges, shotgun cartridges, shotgun cartridges, shotgun cartridges. There's shotgun cartridges there. So I'm afraid this bear doesn't in the woods. He's going to be out of here. I've come out of the woods because there's too many hordes of shotguns, but I just walked over a small field, and this is what I'm faced with. Look at that, look. Seems to be a lot over yonder. That's over there. I think there may be another field over there, but I'm not sure. But hey ho, let's give it a swing and see what we can find. As yet, just a ship's halfpenny. Right, we're back out again after a nice cheeseburger and a cup of Rosie Lee. Just made a little difference to the Program 4 fast, raised the discrimination from 6.8 up to about 30, sensitivity up to about 96. It's quieting the machine down, obviously, but the good signals are coming crashing through, you can't miss them. Had a very faint whisper, and I've dug down about a pinpointer's depth, and well, it's a lead item. I don't know what it is. Could be something interesting, I don't know. It's just a little square piece of lead, which seems rather odd, but way down there, and it's not quite a pinpointer's depth. So that's from a wispy signal. On the surface you're getting about 81, but obviously didn't get that. Just dug on a hunch. It sounded good, and well, you tell me, people. Like, I'm getting towards the corner of a field, and it's getting a bit more lively. It's been quite quiet. I've got a wispy but decent number, and I've dug it out. It's about a pinpoint's depth again, so you're getting about it's about 69, 70, but that's down here, and that's a nice little buckle. There's some detail on that. Yeah, good. There you go, finds are started to come. Another little find. It's quite busy on this bit. It's the one that's out was a 72, about a pinpointer's depth again. So if you get a wispy signal on this fast program with the adjustments I said, you've got to look for wispy signals. Not quite a pinpointed depth, but yeah, nice little pistol shot ball. There you go, something else to add to the list, little pistol shot ball. Well, as they say, that's a wrap. Sort of getting off about 2ish. My back and my feet are aching, so it's time to stop and have a cup of tea. Yeah, the last field was a bit more interesting, a bit more lively. Nice buckle. Possible gaming piece that led, apparently, but I don't know. We'll have to look into that. And nice little pistol shot. And a decorative buckle, did I say that anyway? But yeah, it's been good. I've really enjoyed it. So thanks goes to Jason, Norfolk Button Boy. And hope that Sunbeams get lots and lots of money raised for their worthy causes. So thanks, Jason. It's been nice to see you. Thanks everybody for joining me. And if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing, hit the bell and tick all for all notifications. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.
The XTREM HUNTER from XP, basically the latest generation of 2-box locator. So before we've had the Gemini, Fisher Gemini, we've had the C-Scope HBX 9000, we've had the White's TM 800, TM 808, we've had the Garrett depth multiplier and the Bloodhound, both 2-box locators, but they're single frequency machines, quite finicky to set up and use. Good results. Similar detection depths to this, but this is a lot easier. But this also has simultaneous multi-frequency and discrimination on iron on shallow depths. So just going to turn this on. So we hold it at arm's length is the normal way to use it. There's no swinging around. We are literally going to be walking up and walking down. So I'm going to turn on. We are using version 2 software, which is about to come up. Version 2 software is the ability to run the XTREM HUNTER. It's using the same software as version 1.1 for your normal detector. So if I was to take that off and put that onto my DARE setup, I would be running version 1.1 effectively. There's no difference between 1.1 and version 2 for your use. So XTREM, we've turned on. I'm going to choose speaker. And we've gone straight into frequency scan. First thing I'm going to do, arm length and retune. And you can adjust the height of this. If I wanted to, I can have it close to me, further away from the ground, and lock that in. But it is best to be quite close to the ground and then hit the retune. And you simply just walk. I'm hearing a little bit of an inflection in the tone, nothing great, nothing that's attracting my attention. Here I get a signal, and I get a second signal. One from the TR coil, one from the receiving coil, transmit, receive. If I walk backwards, I get the signal from the back, generally over the item. You notice I'm not stopping because it's not like the old-fashioned machines, it's a motion machine. You need both coils. 1, 2, then walk back. A signal will be roughly between you and the back of the coil, as it is with all machines. If I come into the menu here for a moment, I'm just going to show, before I go to the menu, when I go over something, I get a rolling graph. As it peaks up, we're getting the signal. So do that again. Quickly, if I get that, you can see the two rolling through. If I now go into discrimination, I'm coming into discrim, which is currently off. I'm going to turn it up to 3, and I'm going to retune again because I've made an adjustment. Arm's length, retune. Now you'll hear a different tone, which will be the iron as a shallow object. You'll also, on the display, you get a light grey area, which is the indication that it's iron. You've heard the difference there straight away. So if you'd like to come in and have a look at the display as I go over. So as I go over, we get the signal, but we also get the light grey area to indicate that it's iron. If I was to do that at a little bit greater depth, come up just a little bit more, we're getting the iron tone. So there's a limitation on how high it can see iron, or how small that is in the ground. So you can hear the iron, you can see the iron. As I've come up a little bit, that has just gone off the screen, but it was a fainter and a smaller section of iron because I was further away. If I come up to its maximum on this kind of object, so at about this depth, I can hear it. It only gives me a slight bump up here. Again, it's just gone off the screen. That's the tail end of it. But there was no indication that it's iron because it's too far away. And that's it. Very simple, very easy, very light. You can move the balance point around on the machine. So we can undo here. We can move this around to get the balance point right for you. We can also move it up and down, depending on how far you want it off the ground. That's it. Comes in one case as a complete unit with remote control and WSA 2XL headphones. It's 2,169, and without the remote, so just as that setup, no headphones, is 1,349. Roughly end of September, we believe. I'll find out at Rodney Cook or before then when we're due to get them into stock.